Good morning, y'all. Sorry, getting stuff set up here. Getting ready for this game here in Berlin. I'm just now doing the coming out on the field and whatnot. We got about 2 or 3 minutes till it starts. Looks like it's pretty rainy there in Berlin. Pretty overcast and foggy. But the flags don't really seem to be moving too much, so it's not very windy. But we're just sitting here waiting on waiting for them to kick off here. We've got the Colts versus the Dirty Birds. What's going on, Jimmy? How you doing, buddy? Good morning. Oh, they're having a moment of silence for the player that from the Cowboys. Just observing the moment of silence for that fella and his family. Yeah, it should be a pretty good game. I hope that. Well, really, what I see is that we will find out if the Colts are, or really Daniel Jones is who thought he was. It they got a they took a pretty good beating there last week. I know the score was pretty close at the end, but the Colts were never in that game with Pittsburgh. But we'll find out. That's a good one. One of the Colts cheerleaders out there doing the sign language for the national anthem. That's a pretty cool stadium. That's an Olympic Stadium there in Berlin. Last time they were in last time they were in Berlin, the refs were calling the penalties out in German, and them people were just absolutely freaking out about that. They learned German to say the penalties and whatnot. You guys, what's going on, Mr. Don? How you doing, man? Good morning. You guys remember the NFL Europe? Chiefs had a few players that played in Berlin. That was pretty cool. They had a fireworks show at the end of the national anthem, and then they had a fireworks where the smoke ended up being red, white, and blue. It is 5:30 in the morning, Mr. Don. Yeah, 5:30 in the morning here, if that's what you're talking about. Over there, I don't even know what time. I can look it up, but over there it looks like maybe 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 early evening. Yeah, now they're doing the. Well, thanks, Mona. Yeah, 3:30 in the afternoon. I I got the Colts. Yeah, I got the Colts. But really, what I'm hoping for is not a blowout. What's going on, wrestling world? I haven't quite woken up enough to know how my day's going so far. But at least I was able to wake up and right side of the 6 feet of the right side of the dirt. So this is the Atlanta Falcons versus the Colts in Berlin. Yeah, the Berlin game. Looks like Sauce Gardner is going to be starting for them for the Colts. He just got traded from the Jets there this week. Looks like he's going to be starting for him. I saw somebody else online talking about it because Josh Downs was number one on the Colts before Sauce Gardner come along, and Sauce Gardner is like number one, been number one ever since. Wondering how much they had to pay to get uh, get that number. I've already had some people's had to pay up to $125,000 to get a number off of them. You know, I wouldn't be mad if you're right, wrestling world. I really wouldn't be. That would help the Chiefs if the Dirty Birds could pull this one off, but I just don't think it'll happen. Looks like Indy's going to get the ball first here, and Atlanta kicks it off, runs it back up. Ooh, that's pretty good coverage. They only got to the 25. That's where Daniel Jones Indiana Jones will start with the opening of this game. Got it in I formation. Jonathan Taylor behind him. Hands it off to him. He gets like 1 or 2 yards out of it. I tell you, he really is been doing excellent work this year, but he's also kind of fell off the last couple weeks too. He was on MVP level numbers the last couple games. Jonathan Taylor hasn't been there either. All right, it puts him in formation here in 2nd and 8. Now it's a no back formation. Indiana Jones passes it to Pierce for 10 yards for a first down. Looks like it's up to about to the 36, 37-yard line. I lived in Missouri. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, from Charlotte, huh? All right, Indiana Jones back to pass, little screen pass to Jonathan Taylor. He gets past the, he gets pretty good yard, fumble. Oh, but lineman came up behind him and saved his tail. It was a screen pass for about 12 yards. But that's what Atlanta's going to need. They're going to need something kind of crazy play like that. Lyman saved his bacon on that one. They got it up to the 46-yard line of Atlanta. Daniel Jones back to pass again. It's a slot shot to the tight end there. He also gets a first down. So 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs. Yeah, we will see. They barely cooked the Raiders in Denver, so they're gonna have to do better than that next week against the Chiefs. If your prediction is gonna be true there, Wayne. You got pitch to Jonathan Taylor. He gets about 4 yards, up to about the 31. Yeah, they're gonna have to do a little bit more than what they did against the Raiders. That's for dang sure. Yeah, Indy's just moving this ball right down the field. Damn near in the red zone in about 4 minutes. All right, you got Daniel Jones in the shotgun, hands it back again off to Taylor, and he's pushing the pile. It depends on the spot. It looks like he could have got a first down. You got one ref coming all the way back 3 yards behind the first down marker, and you got another ref that has it first down. So I guess they compromised between the two and put it in between the two spots. I thought they were supposed to have that coin in the ball to tell exactly where it is, but all right. Shot, play action pass. Good pass. Oh, broken up. Mo Alley Cox. Yeah. Yeah, no, the Broncos, they definitely have a good defense. They definitely don't have an offense, but they definitely have a good defense. But I don't think that the Chiefs at full strength, coming off a bye, that they have any chance to win. Yeah, that's right. Wrestling World Mr. Beast is from North Carolina. But that's why they play, right? That's why they got to play the game. It's kind of funny that you're talking about one-score games, and I think that's pretty much the Broncos thing this year. Nothing but one-score games. But, who knows? You might end up being correct. And the Chiefs may not win the AFC West this year. But was it 13 years in a row? We'll have to see. put a poll up for you guys. Who you got in this game? Oh shit! I missed something here. Colts had it. Didn't get a. It was third down. I thought I was waiting for them to try to kick an extra point or a field goal, but it's still 0-0. Shit. Sorry, I missed that. The end of that. Next commercial break, I can rewind it and see. But Atlanta's got the ball. Michael Penix hands it to Bijan Robinson. Bijan runs it back, gets it 15, 16 yards on that run. Got it up to Atlanta's about 44-yard line on their first play. Yeah. Thanks, y'all. Three people in here. Yeah, do like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Talking about how Michael Penix Jr. is been one of the top quarterbacks the last 3 weeks. All right, Penix in was it wishbone back to pass? Oh, hit. Was it Mooney? Hit Mooney right in the hands, and he dropped it for an incomplete pass. Oh no, that was Pitts. Hit him right in the hands and hit him right in the numbers and fell to the ground. 2nd and 10. Hands it back to Bijan. Bijan finds a hole. Gets about 2 or 3 yards on that run for make it third down. Yeah, I don't. Too busy putting that damn poll up. I didn't see what that play was. Pissing me off. All right, we got it 3rd and 8 now. Oh, barely gets the play off. Oh, they don't get the play. Oh, they do get the play off. Then it was a huge hit, sack, fumble. Colts have the ball. One guy is already celebrating and carrying on while those other teams are trying to fight, pick up the ball. But the way they stopped it, it's like they we're going to get him for delay a game. But no, yeah, they gave it to the. Oh shit! Come on. Uh-oh. The whole thing done messed up. Yeah, thanks, Wrestling World. They had long handoff to Doolin. Gets it all the way down to the 1-yard line. Back to Jonathan Taylor. He's in for Colts touchdown. Yep. Jonathan Taylor, 1-yard touchdown run. 6-0 Colts pinning in the extra point. Yeah, so that was a weird sack fumble. Penix stopped like he got called for delay of game, and all of a sudden that guy slammed him into the back. popped the ball right out of his hands, and they called it good, I guess. All right. Line up for the extra point. Snap. Kick is down. Kick is up. And it is no good. Wide right. So the score is going to be 6-0 Colts. 6-0 Colts here. 8 minutes, 36 seconds left to go in the first. Well, I'm sure that's not what folks necessarily wanted. Checking out the fantasy. You guys do any fantasy football? Fantasy football got me through the light years of the Chiefs. I've lived the... Oh, nice. I think that I'm going to try to get back into doing gaming. I used to have a lot of fun. It's just been a long time since I played it. Shoot, it's probably been... Well, I mean, I got a PlayStation... Was it a PlayStation 4? I think there's been 2 or 3 different consoles come out since. Yeah, I fired mine up it was probably 6 months ago, and there was gonna be so many updates for me to play. It was pretty much like all day gonna have to sit there and update. Like, nah, it ain't that important. So I haven't played since. Man, that's kind of a brutal game there for Berlin. So let's have another Berlin game next week, but it's going to be the Washington Commanders versus oh, I just saw it. Miami Dolphins. The team that's real injured versus a team that's real injured. All right, here's a kickoff to Falcons. He catches it on about the 1 yard line, and it's covered up really good, man. They didn't even get back to the 20. 18-yard line or so. Yeah, that was good kick coverage on that one. Oh, Mona must be ahead of me because I hear her cheering, carrying on. I don't. She's got some Falcons players on her fantasy team. All right, you got Penix back in the shotgun, back to pass. All day, standing around, throws it down the field to Drake London. Gets it about 25 to 30 yards down the field on to the Colts 38. Shit, that was... Wait a minute. It might be a double pass to that guy. He didn't get to there then, but that's what Miami... so he got to the 48, chucks it to him again, gets another 10 yards to the 38. Sorry, I get confused by Yahoo. Yahoo's ahead of me a little bit. So yeah, no, London gets one pass that gets into about the 50-yard line from the 19, and then another pass for another 10 yards to get him down to the 38-yard line. Oh yeah, I played. Yeah, I like playing Madden. I played MLB The Show. Hands off to Bijan. He gets about 6 yards. Um, and I appreciate it, Wrestling World. Uh, yeah, no, I played Madden. I played MLB The Show. Uh, I liked, was that Battlefield, I think was the name of that game. I really liked the game Army of Two. It was, that was a pretty good game. I like playing that one. All right, Penix back to pass again. Throws it deep to the end zone. Flag on the play. Incomplete pass, but it looks like we're going to have pass interference. Mooney got the target, but it looks like it's going to be pass interference on the 1-yard line. Yeah, pass interference. I wonder if he's doing the penalties in German or not. Oh, that didn't quite get to the 1 because the penalty happened about the 14-yard line. It just took him a long time to throw that flag on that pass interference. So now we got it 1st and 10 on the 14-yard line. After this play, I'll tell you, Wrestling World. All right. Hands it off to Bijan. Bijan right up the middle. Oh, the Colts just barely stop him. It'll be 1st and goal on the 2. Favorite basketball player? Are you talking player or team? And then wrestler, probably all time, probably going to go with Andre the Giant. I really don't have it. Bijan Robinson runs it right up the middle. Oh, is that? No, that's Algier. Tyler Algier runs it right up the middle. Touchdown. Dirty Birds, and let's see if they can get the lead with the extra point. Favorite basketball player would be that'd be Michael Jordan. Baseball player would be Bo Jackson. Football player would be Derek Thomas, and wrestler would be Andre the Giant. We got snap down, kick is up. Kick is good. So now we got Atlanta 7, Colts 6 here in the first quarter. 6 minutes and 7 seconds left. Atlanta gets the lead. Yeah, well, I lived in Chicago when the Bulls and Michael Jordan were doing all that, what they were doing. Bo Jackson was probably was the nicest person I ever met. Went to a Royals luncheon, and he signed and met with everybody. I lived in Chicago, yeah, for like a year and a half. Bo Jackson took a fine for showing up to the game and late, just to meet all the fans that wanted to meet him. So that's why he's my favorite baseball player. Football player, Derek Thomas. That's actually the only jersey that I've ever owned for the Chiefs. He's, rest in peace. And wrestler, Andre the Giant. I mean, yeah, who doesn't like Andre the Giant? Um, well, I mean, I was a kid. I never knew why I had to sit on the floor. Um, they actually did a revitalization of the area I lived in because it was real close to downtown on the south side of Chicago. But yeah, no, it's about as dangerous as anywhere, really. All hoods are bad. You know, all hoods are bad. There's bad hoods in every city I've been to, from New Orleans to Atlanta, Chicago, Philadelphia, um, hell, Phoenix, LA. All right. Atlanta kicks the ball off. Ball goes into the end zone, and he nails for a touchback. Yeah, Algiers' fifth rushing touchdown this season, a career high. Yeah, no, I'm sure that majority of any places that has got a hood is bad. All right, get start off at the 35. Indiana Jones back to he hands it off to Jonathan Taylor on a draw. Jonathan Taylor gets 20. Oh, damn near 25 yards on that play, all the way up to the 37-yard line of Atlanta. Oh, I'm uh, I'm behind here. Yeah, I just saw that come across on the Yahoo. All right, they got to the 38-yard line from the Colts. Daniel Jones back to pass. Long one in double coverage. Touchdown. Alec Pierce with a 38-yard touchdown catch from Andrew Luck. I can't believe I said that name. From Daniel Jones. Man, yeah, that was like, hey, how about 2 plays and we'll go ahead and score a touchdown? 2 plays, less than a minute. Score a dang touchdown. Then he threw it in the double coverage. And yeah, just perfectly placed where Alec Pierce was the only one that can get it. All right, extra point up. And this time he gets it good. So Colts take a lead, 13-7. We got 3 touchdowns here in this first quarter alone. This one might be a good game. I might be thankful that folks talked me into doing this game. This is a pretty good one. Be glad I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday to do this game. Yeah, thanks for waking up with me here on this early. I know it's not near as early down there where you all are at, but I know it's still early to wake up on a Sunday morning. Well, I mean, shoot, it was just so quick. 2 plays, they scored. I mean, I don't even think I could probably get down 70 yards in under a minute, let alone, yeah, these damn commercials, Mona. Thanks for stopping by. I'm just sitting here talking about how I appreciate that, Mona. Yeah, liked and shared, like she just said. The Colts scoring in 1 minute, just like, wow. Yeah. Now it's time to pick on the safety that had this whole thing blow up on him. All right, Colts get the ball off. This one is caught at the 5, up to the 20, 25. Breaks one tackle, can't break the second. Gets it up to about the 20, call it the 27-yard line, 27, 28-yard line. And that's where the Colts will take over. And 2 plays, 65 yards, time of possession, 48 seconds. Oh, nice. Mr. Don. All right. Panics in the shotgun, hands it off to Bijan, and he gets taken. They're going to give him like maybe a half a yard. We're going to call it second and they're calling it 2nd and 10, but he got about a half yard on that. Yeah. Shit. Good play to Mooney up to the, let's say, 40, call it the 40-yard line. 17-yard play. I'm playing against Mooney, so I don't really want him to do anything. Hands it off to Bijan. Bijan gets 12-yard line, or 12 yards up to the Colts side of the field, up to the Colts 47-yard line. Man, I guess both teams didn't pack their defenses, bring them with them to Berlin. So, Jimmy, I just need you to know this, buddy. I need you to make a call down to your people there, the Panthers. I picked up their defense, so don't shit on themselves. So I picked up their defense on fantasy. So you're gonna need to make a call, tell them what's up, get them locked in, get them fired up. You can do that for me, I'd appreciate it. All right, Penix back to pass to looks like Mooney. He drops the ball incomplete. All right, now it's going to be 3rd and 5. Oh, I'm not joking, Jimmy. You need to give him a call and tell him to get fired up. All right, 3rd and 5. Penix back in the shotgun. Drops it off to Pitts, and he gets hammered about 5 yards back in the backfield. Right on. Appreciate that, Jimmy. I know that big timers like you get direct lines and whatnot. Direct lines to the stadium. All right, looks like after that loss of 4, Atlanta's going to punt it off. Kicks away. Fair catch called. Oh, but he gets away from there. But then it just dies. That ball is going to get down to the 2-yard line. Pretty good punt there for the. They're doing the dirty bird thing there in the parking lot. Colts will be taking over at about the 2-yard line. Well, I mean, wrestling world, wouldn't it be better for the Lions to have Atlanta out of the playoff run? Even though they kind of already are, but it'd be better for the Lions if the Colts won. All right, I'm out of coffee, and you guys wouldn't like me when I'm decaffeinated, so I'll be right back. We're on commercial break. And we're still on commercial break. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Daniel Jones leads the NFL in passing yards. Jonathan Taylor leads the NFL in rushing yards and touchdowns. Yet Colts lead the NFL in scoring defense at 32 points a game. Yeah, they just that's why kind of everybody's talking about that Sauce Gardner being the thing that really kicks him over the edge. Yeah. All right, starting at the 2-yard line, they drop it off to the tight end there. Is that Tyler Warren? I couldn't tell by the number. Oh yeah, Tyler Warren gets about it's probably about 4 yards to about 8 yards to the 10. 2nd and 2. Get Daniel Jones in the shotgun, back to pass. Oh, pocket collapse. He gets out of it. Still try to run for it. He actually ran for the first down. Out of bounds at right about the 13-yard line. Yeah, you might have to get out there and shovel them a path there, wrestling world. That's what they do up here in Alaska, is they'll just shovel a path for the dogs. But up here, once it starts snowing, it just never goes away. I think that's kind of where we're at now, is that the snow that we got a couple days ago, that's probably not going to go away. It's going to be here till the end of the winter. All right, play action pass, incomplete pass. Again to Tyler Warren. Second and 10. Minute 13 left to go in the first. The Colts are up 13-7. It Seth Rollins from Iowa. Daniel Jones runs it, takes off, slides to the 27-yard line there for another Colts first down. Yeah, Seth Rollins, isn't he from Iowa? Most people from Iowa are Chiefs fans. I'm just saying, either Chiefs fans or Vikings fans. All right. 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Little screen pass out to the wide receiver. He gets about 7 yards. Because I was raised in Kansas City. Only good thing about Chicago is the pizza. Oh, we got our first flag. Or I guess this would be the second flag. Got a legal man downfield on that catch, so we'll take that catch back and move it back 5 yards. Well, and I also was born right outside of Green Bay, so I partial to Green Bay as well. So that's why I don't root for the Bears. But I was in Chicago whenever they were singing the Super Bowl Shuffle when Fridge Perry and Jim McMahon and let's see, Gale Sayers, when they were all there in Chicago, 1985, 84, somewhere in there. And they beat, I don't know, I don't remember if they beat the 49ers or, I don't even remember if it was the 49ers, to be quite honest. No. Have I ever seen O Block? It looks like someplace in jail. I ain't never even heard of that. Yeah, I was a kid when I was in Chicago, so the only thing I really remember about Chicago is just right around the house there. Yeah, just because street gangs hanged out on the corner of the blocks where I lived in, and we had to sit on the floor. I didn't know nothing about the fact I lived in the hood. Yep. I had to take the L and all that jazz too. Yeah, we got end of the first quarter here. Colts are up 13-7. We're saying the only reason why the Colts have the lead right now is because of that one turnover, sack fumble. Oh, I don't don't know about any of that. All right, we got a long pass to Pierce. He gets it up all the way up to the 49-yard line. Yeah, they play. Who do they play? They play the Giants. That actually might be a pretty good game. All right, Daniel Jones under the center. Play action pass. Oh, almost gets hammered, but gets it off to Warren. Warren's fighting for it. Gets about 9 yards on that play. Hell, he got caught 5 yards 5 yards into that play, and he just uses a stiff arm and pushes. Those Guardian caps crack me up, man. Like I said, it makes it look like they have big head mode on that NFL blitz. Jonathan Taylor up the middle for Colts first down. They're down to the Atlanta 39-yard line, 1st and 10. Yeah, no, there are going to be some good games this afternoon as well. Well, I'm doing the Rams-San Fran game. You don't know what's going to happen in that Arizona-Seattle game. Detroit and Washington, I mean, that's going to be a blowout. Washington's so hurt that, but who knows? You still got to play. Mariota is all right, you know what I mean? He was a starter before. Oh, you got Daniel Jones trying to scramble. He gets hit, fumbles the ball, but it rolls out of bounds. He did a play action pass, starts running for it. Still keeping his eye down the field, but then he fumbles the ball, but it rolls right out of bounds. They maintain the ball. Oh yeah, he got stripped holding the ball out single hand, and he dropped it right there. So now it's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, gets it out there 2 or 3 yards to, who's that, Downs. Bringing up 3rd and 8. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Wrestling World. The best game is at, well, you call it 4:25. It's 12:25 for me, and that's going to be the Rams and 49ers. That'll be the best game of the day for sure. Daniel Jones shotgun formation, pitched it off to Jonathan Taylor, and he gets about 3 yards. Looks like Dirty Bird's gonna stop him on this drive. Oh, I know, Wrestling World, but I'm just giving you a hard time. You got a 53-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is no good, just short. They figured out his distance. It's about 52 yards. Yeah, he is not Cam Little. So that drive ends in no score, and Atlanta's going to take over at their own 43. What's going on, Miss Gabs? How you doing? Thanks for stopping by and joining. Appreciate it. Pretty good game so far. At least it's not a blowout yet. That's right. Like, subscribe, and share. Like and subscribe if you're new. Share it out so we can get some more people in here. Appreciate it. I think it will be Mr. Don. That's why I picked it. That's the game that I'm gonna do after this one. So yeah, no, I'm gonna uh, after this game I'm gonna drop off and watch Jimmy do the Carolina Panthers game. See if we gotta get a barber, Gabs the barber out or not. And then I'm gonna do the 49ers San Francisco game, and yeah, Jim's gonna big timer. Jim's gonna show up and do his charity work, and we're gonna do a joint stream together. Um, that's why I picked that one. I think it's gonna be a great game. You can always come back over here and join me and Jimmy while we call that game too, Mr. Don. Yeah, that'll be, I think we call it like 12:15 or something. It's so crazy seeing that the sun's going down over there in Berlin. And it's not even, it ain't even daylight here. All right, Penix back, hands it off to Bijan. Bijan gets about 1 or 2 yards on that play. 2nd down. Yep, 2nd down and 9. All right, Penix in the shotgun. Bijan standing right next to him. Mooney goes into motion. Penix back to pass. He scrambles out and just throws it away out of the sideline. He couldn't find anybody open. There's no reason to be sorry, Gabs. Shoot. Get your rest. I had plenty of mods here. Jimmy was here. Mona was here. Now you're here. No, it was all good. Yeah, looks like Atlanta's going to have to take a timeout here. They ran out of time on the play clock. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it'd be, yeah, I mean, it would just be bad form for U.S. soccer to be hosting the World Cup and not even be in it. So, no, I think that I'm fairly certain that they're going to qualify. They may not be in the finals, but oh no, she's I mean, Gabs needs gets her rest, man. That's how she's able to be the genius of YouTube. You know, Sky's the genius of the sky, but Gab's the genius of YouTube. The Tigers should have won. Yeah, they should have at least tried to win one of them. But that's pretty much doesn't matter if they're better than the Dodgers if they weren't better than Toronto. Tigers definitely had an opportunity to shit. They didn't even make it. They didn't even make it to the ALCS, did they? They got knocked out in the wild card round, didn't they? Yeah, I don't think the Tigers didn't make it all the. They got knocked off early. Yeah, not if you count this year. Not if you look at the 5-game series, 7-game series they did. All right, Atlanta's punting. They gets it to the 10, breaks a couple of tackles. Oh, almost could have had a. Yeah, Downs had a perfect lane, and they were just got him by the shoestrings to bring him down at the 30. Yeah, they were the best team in the. They're kind of like the Lions. They're great in regular season. They're great in regular season, but when it comes to playoffs, chokes. They choke. They're the Cowboys of MLB. It'll be interesting to see if what they do with Anthony Richardson now that Indiana Jones is doing what he's doing. Anthony Richardson will be coming back next year. Oh, so that must have been a hold on that punt. They take it all the way back to about the 7-yard line of the Colts. All right. We'll draw to Taylor. He gets it up to about the 12-yard line. Gain of 5. 2nd and 5. Yeah, but they did spend a lot of money on that Anthony Richardson. He is coming back next year, but they want to sign Daniel Jones to a long-term extension. I think he's only got a 1-year contract or maybe 2. 1 with an option. All right, Jonathan Taylor, a little pitch out. He almost gets the first down. It'll be 3rd down and call it 1. Yeah, no, I think the majority of his contract that was guaranteed was paid off by the Giants when they. So the Colts are he's playing for pretty much nothing for the Colts. It's all getting paid by the Giants. I don't know how that wasn't a false start. Oh, it was. Yeah, they. That's the one thing about watching the game on mute is you never hear the whistles. But no, it was a pretty bad false start by the Colts. It'll be 3rd and call it 6 on the own, I don't know, 11 or so. I'm telling you what, if Jonathan Taylor doesn't win MVP, well, I mean, he's got to continue on doing what he's been doing. But if he doesn't win MVP, no running back will. He has cooled down and he has slowed down a little bit in the last couple weeks, but long pass to looks like I didn't catch the name, but long pass, I think it's Pierce, and hit him in the hands and falls incomplete. Oh, almost picked it off by Atlanta. It went right through. He went to go catch it, and it went right in between his arms. Uh, no. The last running back to win MVP was Adrian Peterson. Like what? 01 or something like that. Yeah, because Danian Thomason, didn't he win it? And like, it would have been 90s. I don't know. Maybe you're right, Jimmy. I don't know. Yeah, LaDainian Thomas. I don't. Did LaDainian Thomas ever win MVP? I know there was a year. It was like pretty much in between him and Priest Holmes, and then so that would have been in 2000 when Priest Holmes got got the lead for most rushing touchdowns in a single season. Yeah, that was in 2000. Jonathan Taylor, I mean not Jonathan Taylor, LaDainian Thomas was like the year after that. And I'm fairly certain Adrian Peterson was a few years after that, like in 2004 or something. Oh, nice, nice. But either way, I mean, you're talking over 20 years, you know what I mean? It's we're the gurus together, Jimmy. I just get lucky sometimes. All right, Atlanta's got the ball on their own 45. 6 minutes and 54 seconds left to go in the second. We are at a commercial break. So you guys think about these early morning games? These London European games. If it's a good game, I'm about it. But man, some of these games just get to be a blowout. Just like, what's the point? No, they got Sauce Gardner out there. Looks like he's guarding the slot. He might be covering Mooney, it looks like, or Drake London. But it was a pass to, or a handoff to Bijan anyway. He got about 4 or 5 yards on that play. Yeah, so it looks like, I don't know if Gardner's only covering London or if he's staying just in the one spot. No, yeah, he's that's all he's covering is Drake London. Penix in the shotgun. Play action pass. Goes back to pass. Gets it to the tight end. He gets about 22 yards on that play. All the way down to Colts 36-yard line. It is still 13-7 Colts, but Atlanta's in field goal range. Yeah, 13-7, 5:24 left to go in the second. Nice. Yeah, you got to make sure she gets get used to the classics. Little handoff to Algier. He gets about 3 yards on that play before he's tackled. Yeah, no, I think it's a pretty good game. No, I think it's a pretty good game, Mr. Don. Yeah, that's a pretty good game. I'm glad that I woke up 5 o'clock in the morning for this game. All right, 2nd and 7. Clock's running. Gets it off before this back to pass, a little dump off pass to London. He gets about 15 on that play for another first down for Atlanta. Oh, Sauce Gardner actually slipped on that play. Was able to get that completion off to London. Yeah, no, Mr. Don, I have a PS4 and an old Xbox. All right, I got 1st and 10. Hand off to Bijan. He gets about 6 yards. Oh, I hear Mona cheering and carrying on, so something just happened. Got Penix back in the shotgun, back to pass, throws it up, touchdown. Drake London. Oh, but he is not getting up just yet. He had to hold his breath. That just tied it up 13-13. We will see about this extra point. Oh, come on. Guy's slow to get up, and then his own teammate come and damn near tackled him. Yeah, the one time that they didn't have Sauce Gardner on Drake London, he scores a damn touchdown. She must have London on her fantasy team the way she was hollering like that. All right, extra point. Here's the snap. Kick is down. Snap is down. Kick is up. Kick is good. So Atlanta now has the lead, 14-13. Oh shit! Drake London's heading to the blue tent. I saw that. Well, he had when he got up from the field, he had his whole face and helmet was just covered in that paint. So we'll have to see if he got his bell rung a little bit or what that's going to be all about. But 3 minutes and 25 seconds left to go in the second. Atlanta has a 14-13 lead over the Colts. What's going on, JP Gaming? Thanks for joining. You know, Mr. Don, I can see that. But it isn't like they don't have a good running game now, right? That Deontay Swift, he's doing good. That Monangai, that rookie, he's also doing pretty good. Yeah, I figured that's who you had, who you was cheering for. I could hear you yelling from the garage, Mona. We'll see. he was going into the blue tent when they into went to commercial, but maybe it was just to get checked out for a minute or to clean off his helmet. But you saw his whole side of his helmet was covered in that black paint. Um, Loveland, is he a rookie? I thought he was. This was his second year in Loveland, but if that's who you're talking about, Mister Don, that he won them the game last week. So no, he's a pretty good tight end. Oh yeah, well Bijan hasn't done that much yet. Yeah, Bijan hasn't done that much yet. 47 yards and one catch for a negative 4 yards. Doesn't mean that he won't. I'm uh, I'm playing against Mooney. I don't have anybody in this morning's game. Big run back, but flags all over the place. That's going to be holding on the Colts. Well, I guess I do have Tyler Warren playing on my other team. All right. Daniel Jones play action pass, passes it up to who's that? Pittman Jr. He gets about 10 yards. Wow, they didn't call that a first down. I could have swore that was a first down. He caught it, then fell back in out of bounds. But yeah, they say 2nd and 1. A little handoff to Jonathan Taylor. He definitely gets that first down up to about the 25-yard line of the Colts. You got Drake London coming back out of the tent. He does not have his helmet. He's dapping everybody up. I don't know if he's out or not. All right, Daniel Jones, play action pass, screens it back off to Taylor, and he actually only gets about 3 or 4 yards on that play. So it'll be 2nd down and call it 6, and we're coming up to the 2-minute warning. Mr. Don, if you're talking to me, no, I'm not doing Sunday Night Football, but big timer Jimmy Kakavisis is. Yeah, he'll be doing that Sunday Night Football. That's going to be a pretty good one too. There, Pittsburgh versus the Chargers. I don't know. Probably thinking. I guess maybe rooting for Pittsburgh, but more than likely it's going to be the Chargers. Well, I've only been hearing you say it for a year. If I don't have it down by a year, I mean, come on now. Actually, over a year now. Shit. I started watching your stream when I got back from Charlotte. Shit, I think that's when I don't remember if it was the game. I think it was the first game I think I watched with you, Jimmy, was when the Chiefs played the Panthers. And that was the week I got back from Charlotte. And that was yeah, because I flew home on a Friday, and they played the Panthers that weekend. Yeah. Yeah, and so that was in like the middle of October. Last year. Sorry for sitting here reminiscing about the time I met big timer Jimmy Kakavisis, but waiting on these commercials to come back. All right, here we go. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Daniel Jones in the shotgun. Jonathan Taylor goes all the way to the top. Goes in motion, goes all the way to the top of the screen. Back to pass. That's a pass to Pittman Jr. Alec Pierce for a 1st down. Gets it up to the 39. No, that ain't the. Be about the 49 of the Colts. Yeah, that was it was just one of the many one possession ball games that the Chiefs won last year. All right, Daniel Jones back to pass again. Takes up off the middle. Couldn't find anybody open. Slides down to the 49-yard line. It's going to be a 2nd down and 1. Yeah, no, you're sacked them all the way back for like a 10-yard loss. They're gonna come up 3rd and forever. Oh yeah, I might have to reset my. I'll have to reset my deal here because all I have is the sack that just happened. So, Mr. Don's right. We got a interception coming up by the Colts. All right, Daniel Jones back to pass. Long pass, and yep, picked off. Gets up, runs it back to about the 43-yard line of the Falcons. We got 8 seconds left to go in the half. And more than likely, they'll just kneel. This will end the half with the. No, I better wait for the play. What the hell? He must have done the 3 pumps. We got a flag on Atlanta after the interception. And takes it back all the way to the 35-yard line. Daniel Jones, what the heck? I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Was it Daniel Jones? Is that who he is? Who we thought he was? Just is this just a bit of a blip? I mean, they still are 7-2. Yeah, Penix is lining up to kneel on the ball. Kneels, and here we go. When we're off to halftime. Who knows? I mean, is this are they who we thought they were? And now does that bring Anthony Richards back into play? I'd be interested in because I mean they were kicking people's tails, right? And now they can't hardly do anything. Is it was it more of a surprise on how they were using Daniel Jones, and that's why they seem to have an unstoppable offense? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty crazy, really. Pretty crazy, really. But here we are at halftime. Atlanta's up 14-13. The Colts will be getting the ball back at the half, so they'll be happy with that for sure. Freaking commercials. Yeah, are they 4-3 now? No, they got to be higher than 4-3. I don't think they've. Yeah, they're 5-3. Yeah, they're 5-3, Mister Don. You need to give your boys a little bit more credit. Yeah, they've had their bye, but they won with them winning last week. Got them to 5-3. This is an interesting tidbit. I don't know if it's true or not, but it says Micah Parsons' trade to the Packers included a clause that said Green Bay would lose their 2028 first round pick to Dallas if they trade Micah to Philly. That's pretty crazy if you really think about it. I wonder if there's any kind of time restrictions or anything on that, or if it all just BS too, right? I don't know how one team could tell another team how they can or what they're going to do on their own with their own player. You never know, though, Jimmy. It could definitely be. It is a pretty good coin flip on who's going to win that game between the Giants and the Bears, but. If the Giants had Well, I don't know. It's even if the Giants had that old Scatterboo, I still think it's a coin flip. I mean, Chicago definitely has improved now that who's that? Ben Johnson's there as the head coach. For me, it's really going to be interesting to see how they use Swift and Monungai. Are they going to have him? Yeah, definitely. 5 lovely people here. I appreciate that. Like and subscribe. Thanks, Miss Gabs. Sorry, it is 7 o'clock in the morning here, so the water you hear in the background is Mona getting her mocha ready. So it's halftime, so it's all good.
That's why I'm doing it.
So you hear espresso machine here in a minute. That's what's going on. But again, it's halftime. You're not missing anything. Hey, just still stuck on how the Cowboys could put that language in a contract. I mean, ever? Just that year up to 2028? I don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it. Hey, appreciate it, Mr. Dunn. Welcome back. Yep, still waiting on him to come back from halftime. Yeah, I really think that the best game of the week may be that Eagles-Packers game. You got, the 49ers, LA is another good one, Arizona, Seattle. That Washington-Detroit game would have been interesting if Jaden Daniels didn't get hurt. That Baltimore-Minnesota might be a pretty good game. Giants-Chicago, yeah, that's another one you just don't know. I really don't know who's going to come out in that Cleveland Jets game. That might just be a game that is just so. Both teams are so terrible that it turns out to be a great game.
It's going to be a defense game.
And I don't mind a defense game, right? I don't mind a defensive game. If it truly is a defensive game, this last game on Thursday, it wasn't a defensive game. It was low scoring, but it wasn't defense. It was more of the other team crapping out on each other. You did have the one face block on that punt, but that was it. Mona Gab says hi and send her some coffee. Her baggy eyes need it so bad.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard her or not, Gabs, but she said okay. She only makes mochas. I guess you could have a straight shot of espresso. I guess she does make lattes too. Every now and again, I'll get a hankering. Every now and again, I'll get a hankering for vanilla latte. Oh yeah, no, yeah. You can either put, Bailey's. You could put Kahlua. There's, I even know guys that put in whiskey. I don't. I don't put any. I don't put anything other than sugar and milk in mine, but doesn't mean that I hadn't in my younger years. I don't even know who this guy is. They got a guy singing at halftime here. I never even heard of the guy. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce his name or even remember what it is. Wonder if he's from Germany. I tell you what, I don't. If it wasn't for the so they got 2 missed kicks and a turnover on downs and field goal range. The Colts really did have the opportunity to just completely blank out the Falcons, and yeah, they just didn't. Colts have like over close to 200 yards to Falcons. Call it 100 yards, and Atlanta's leading. Oh, and now I smell that espresso. I need to go get me some coffee. I'll be back. We're still at commercial break. We're about probably about 2 or 3 minutes away from being back, but I'll be right back. I'm gonna get coffee. Yeah, this might be a 2-pot day.
Yeah.
All right. Still on commercial. Still on commercial. Man, that really was a hell of a play to Pierce. It was a completely bad idea to throw that ball, but being that he was double coverage and whatnot, but I guess it worked out. We are getting close to coming back to this second half of this game. All right. Oh, I forget I was gonna reset this to see if I can't catch up.
Yeah, you're like way behind me.
Yeah. I should have done that during the damn commercials. All right, well, yeah, no, so now they've kicked it off. I could have swore that Colts got the ball at now, but actually Atlanta's got the ball. They get it returned up to about the 31-yard line, where Atlanta will start the second half. Here we go. All right, you got Penix in shotgun formation. You have Bijan standing behind him. Hands it to Bijan. He gets stopped at gets hit at the line of scrimmage, but is able to roll out and get about 3 or 4 yards on that play. Oh, that wasn't Bijan. Sorry, that was Algier. They're doing an interview with Shane Steichen. Well, that's a crazy stat. 4-16 when trailing at half since 2023. He's 1-2 this year. Oh no, I got someone down from the Colts. They've got 5 or 6 people standing around him.
Oh no.
The players are taking a knee around him, and they went to commercial.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was looked like a double-digit number. Maybe a linebacker. Looked like maybe a linebacker that was out there on the edge or defensive end. But they were all the trainers are surrounding him. I couldn't even see what his number was. Yeah, I don't get what that. Sorry, I was pretty damn confused what that commercial was even about. Uh, Yeah, sure. A lot of stuff about banking in this morning of games. Well, they are back from commercial after that injury. They haven't really even shown the field yet. But it does look like they're back to play. I don't know who that was that got hurt or what that was all about, but we're back. 2nd and 6. Penix back to pass, passes it down. Who is that? Is that Mooney? No, it wasn't Mooney. I couldn't tell who that was.
Pitts.
No, it wasn't Pitts. Or was it Pitts? Oh, yeah, Pitts Jr. Or Senior, sorry. Number 8. That was a long pass. Down to the 40 of the Colts. Still got Penix in the shotgun. This time he hands it off to Bijan. Bijan breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2 tackles, gets it down 10 yards for another Falcons first down. They are, they're already in field goal range. When do I start watching WWE? I don't know. If you're talking about when I started ever in my lifetime, it was in the 80s. If you're talking about hand off to Tyler Algier for about 5 yards and bringing up 2nd down. If you're talking about what time it comes on, like on Friday, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, I think that's. And on Monday, I watch it after Monday Night Football's over. All right, Penix tries to throw it up to Pitts Senior. Doesn't quite get the ball to him, and it falls incomplete. He had to get rid of that with the quickness because they were on him. So now it's going to be 3rd down and 5. Penix still in the shotgun formation. Bijan standing next to him. Or no, I'm sorry, that's Algier standing next to him. Throws it up deep for Pitts, but double coverage, and the cornerback or the linebacker was able to get over and knock that ball away. 4th and 5. Looks like the field goal unit's coming onto the field. Yeah, that was a dang good play from 40. Get his hand up and knock that ball away from Pitts. All right, we got a 43-yard attempt. Snap is down, kick is up, kick is good. That makes it 17-13 Atlanta. To start this second half, first drive, they were able to take it down and kick a field goal. Oh, I guess the other way you could answer that question, Don, if you're talking about when am I going to start doing live streams for WWE, I'm probably not going to. I'll leave that for Jimmy and Gabs. more than likely after the NFL season, I'm going to start doing live streams on college basketball. I might actually start getting into that here in the next week or so. College basketball just started, so you might be seeing me a little bit more popping up. Oh yeah, no, I definitely see you in the streams there, Mr. Don. Seen you, yeah, quite a few different live streams over there, both with Gabs and Jimmy. No, definitely have seen you in their lives, and you've been here before too. We've quote unquote met before. Met in the chat, that's for dang sure. I'm not gonna. Showing Roger Goodell out there. All right. Atlanta kicks it off. Colts catches it at about the 6-yard line. Oh, breaks a tackle. Gets around the corner. Gets it all the way up. All the way to the Colts 45-yard line. I'm sorry, the Atlanta's 45-yard line. Return of about 50 yards or so. He stays in, just perfect run back. Got a perfect lane, and he was able to get a few away from a few ankle tackles all the way up to the 45-yard line of Atlanta. Oh shit, it's actually the 44-yard line of Atlanta. All right, Daniel Jones under center. Play action pass. Now another little dump off. Actually, that looks like, is that Taylor? All the way down to the 28-yard line. Yeah. Little dump off to Taylor for about 28 yards down to the 20. That's really what makes Jonathan Taylor so dangerous, is his ability to catch out of the backfield as well. Not only does he run, he's a great running back, but he's got good hands. He can really catch that ball. All right, Jonathan Taylor. Oh, damn near a fumble. Play action pass. Jones brought it back up to throw it. And as he was bringing it back up, one of the guys from Atlanta hit it right out of his hands. He was able to jump back on the ball. There was a flag on the play, but it looks like it was a bit of holding, and yeah, they declined the penalty because not only did they lose 10 yards on that strip sack, they already got the down. So now it's 2nd and 21, all the way back to the 31-yard line of Atlanta. Back to pass, drops it off to, that's not Taylor. Is that Doolin? I'm not sure who that is. Another little running back. Yeah, I didn't catch his name. Number 26, Abdullah. Oh, Mona's yelling in there, so I guess somebody did something somewhere, or or I'm ahead of her. We get 3rd and 13. Daniel Jones in shotgun. Oh, sacked, fumbled. Atlanta recovers the ball, gets it all the way back up to the 45-yard line of their own. Yeah, they got to him again on that strip sack, and he wasn't able to pick it up on his own on that one. So, yeah, the Colts were doing just moving the ball right down the field until they weren't. Atlanta takes over the ball on their own 44-yard line. Man, that's crazy. Back to back. Pretty much back to back strip sacks. Sure as heck doesn't do anything good for me on my team. I got Tyler Warren on. That doesn't do nothing at all. Come on, what the heck? Get out of there. Yeah, the one time it was his coming in his coming up his face, and he tried to get the ball out from a play action and dropped it right there, and then this time it was from behind. Both tackles got on both those plays just got whooped. They really need to get this turnover for some points if they want to make a good play at it. It's so crazy. Oh no, you. So yeah, that fumble definitely counts against you on that play. That sucks. All right, you got Penix in the shotgun. London goes in motion. You got Bijan behind him. Hands it off to Bijan, and he gets about. That is a terrible spot because they only saying 2 yards. Looked like to me he got about 4. Yeah, I don't even know why that tight end probably should have stayed in to help protect Daniel Jones. All right, Penix goes back to pass. Incomplete pass. He tried to do a roll out of the pocket and threw it back across his body. Falls incomplete. 3rd and 8. Man, them guys are. Wonder if Berlin's like up in the elevation or something. These guys are hitting the oxygen tank pretty hard on the sideline. All right, it'd be 3rd and 8. Penix in the shotgun. Another incomplete pass, and Sauce Gardner dang near picked that one off right
right in front of London. He is shadowing London all over this field. He damn near picked it off. I mean, just a perfect break on the ball. When they have such a perfect break on that ball, I think that would have been a perfect time for a pump and fake and then go. But Atlanta's got to punt it away after getting that great field position. Couldn't even get a first down. Colts get the ball, fair catch at the 11. They called it the 13. So, yep, now we got a commercial ongoing here. Let me see if I can't get a bit of an update. Yeah, no, it is close, Mona. Well, I mean, it ain't necessarily close on fantasy wise, but in real life, it definitely is close. Oh, oh. Talking about, oh, I don't know if I want to necessarily talk about what they're talking about. Let's see. Yeah, I'm still projected to win mine. Mona's still projected to win hers. Yeah, it's pretty damn sad, really. They had to come up with the picture, and they got Zach Ertz out in front for the Commanders instead of Jaden Daniels for the next week's game. All right, here's the Colts. They get it back to the 13. George Jones under center, hands it off to Jonathan Taylor. He gets about 2 yards on that play. Going back and looking at that almost pickoff play by Sauce Gardner to London. Man, that did hit him right in the numbers. Oh, they gave him 4 yards in that run? Didn't look like a 4-yard run to me, but 2nd and 6. Another handoff to Taylor, and he's able to spin around and get that first down. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the, call it 23 or 24. Oh, the stadium's doing the wave. That's a good one. Be 1st and 10. Call it on the 24-yard line. Hands it off to Taylor again. 3 straight runs. And he gets about 3 or 4 yards on that run. It'd be second down and call it 7. Jonathan Taylor has rushed 13 times for 70 yards and a touchdown. Atlanta's still up 17-13 with 7:55, 54, 53 left to go in third. Jones back in shotgun, back to pass, drops it off to Pittman Jr. Pittman Jr. may have gotten the first down, but he might just be a half a yard short. It's right on the line. But there is a flag on the play. Let's see what this flag's all about. Talking to the other officials, figuring out what the call is. An eligible man downfield. Offense. Oh no, that was I'm sorry, that was 12 men on the field. So that was actually on the defense. To me, he looked like he pointed the wrong way. What the hell? I'm actually confused. Not 2nd and 12. What? Oh no, they're messed up over there at NFL Network. Handed off to Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor runs it. Doesn't matter. He gets a long ass run for another first down, all the way down to the, call it the 47-yard line of the Colts. This is the Jonathan Taylor drive. Just turn around, hand the ball off. Up to the 43-yard line again. Like the 6th time in a row, just handed to Jonathan Taylor. Just shy of the 50. He's heading off to go get some oxygen. Said, but I'm tired. Gonna go get a drink of water, catch his breath. Second and 7. Play action pass, screen pass to Warren. Warren gets to the 50, to the 40, to the 30, down to the 30 or the 28-yard line. That was a pretty dang good play for old Warren. Let's see, how many yards was that? Well, that's probably about 20 yards there. They even tipped it. They were able even to tip that screen, and he still got those extra yards. That was a good one. So, got Jones in the shotgun again. Hands it off this time to Goodson. Goodson gets about 2 or 3 yards. Jonathan Taylor still on the sidelines catching his breath. But now he's back in. They said, nah. 2nd and 6. Atlanta still 17-13. We got 4:57, 56 left to go in the half. Jonathan Taylor, they hand it off to him, and he gets about 3 yards. So it's going to be 3rd down and 3 on their own, like 22-yard line. I got Jonathan Taylor, or Daniel Jones in the shotgun. Jonathan Taylor standing right next to him. What's going on, Juan David? How you doing? Hands it off to Jonathan Taylor. Wow. That was a rough spot for that fella. He's like a yard short. It looked like he got the first down. Hola, Juan David. ¿Cómo estás? Thanks for joining today. Wow, they're going for it. 4th and 1. Nice. Hand off to Jonathan Taylor, and he gets the first down easily, 5 yards or something. They got it all the way down to the 14-yard line. No, that's good. That's good, Juan David. Glad to hear that you're doing okay. Oh, you got Tyler Warren in the Wildcat. He hands it off to Taylor. Taylor gets 2 yards. That's a pretty good one. I've never seen Warren play the Wildcat like that. You had Daniel Jones standing up in wide receiver spot. Hell, they didn't even cover him. The cornerback went headed straight for the running back that was covering Daniel Jones. All right, you got 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Rolls out of the pocket. He runs for it. Gets a couple of yards on the run. Showing a couple Colts fans there in the stands. We got 2 minutes left to go here in the third. Atlanta's still up 17-13. 3rd and 6. Looks like they brought their passing, 3rd down passing back in there, and Abdullah. Yeah, Pearson motion. Sam Darnold. Daniel Jones back to pass, and he takes off running down the middle. It'll be 4th down and 2. We will see if they go for it or kick a field goal. I mean, eventually they're going to they'll just have to trust their kicker here, because, man, that was a pretty hard hit on the side of his helmet too as he fell down. 4th and 2. They're 1 for 2 today on 4th down. Pitch it out to Jonathan Taylor, and he gets snapped in the backfield. He loses 2 yards on that play, and the Colts turn it over on downs. So now it's Atlanta's ball. 47 seconds left to go in the third. And, yeah. Colts took a field goal. Could have answered that Atlanta's field goal with their own, but decided against it. They're still down 4 points. Yeah, they're pretty fired up over there in the Atlanta sideline. All right, Penix takes it in shotgun. Hands it off to Bijan. Bijan gets up to the 11, 12-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and, like, call it 5, 6. Hey, I appreciate that, Jimmy. Yeah. Like, subscribe to those that are new. I appreciate it. 21 seconds left to go in the third. Penix back to pass. Pretty good throw and complete to London. Man, that was That was pretty damn tight throw. I had to look at this replay to make sure he came up with it. I mean, right off the ground. Yeah, I didn't see nothing that said he didn't catch it. Well, that's how we're going to end the third quarter. Atlanta up 17-13. They are on their own 28-yard line, and that's the end of the third quarter. Now we got the witching hour here, the fourth quarter. See if Atlanta can hold on and get this win over the Colts, or is Indiana Jones gonna find a way to pull it out and a win at the end? Indiana Jones. Yeah, hold on, I gotta plug in some stuff here. I'm gonna make sure I got plenty of juice for y'all to make through this fourth quarter. We only got 4 different screens fired up right now. Yeah. Yeah, there definitely is a opportunity for them to remember who they are, but I'm still not too sure that it ain't Daniel Jones ain't remembering who he is. You know, we'll see. Why not? Gabs, don't say what. Did Daniel Jones remember who he is? Are you now a Colts fan? You should be pretty happy there, Pittsburgh, your new team. Oh, you want the Falcons to win? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, they are right now. Penix back to pass. He avoids a sack. Incomplete to London. He was hippity hoppity. That boy bouncy in the pocket. Man, that boy was bouncy. Multiple times, some of them, they hit him, turned him. Just couldn't quite get the ball to London. 2nd and 10. Well, I don't know how that wasn't a false start. That wide receiver was moving towards the line of scrimmage before the ball was snapped, but it was incomplete anyway. 3rd and 10. Yeah, that should have been a penalty there on I forget his name. The wide receiver for Atlanta. Hey, what's going on, BB? How you doing, buddy? All right, Penix back to pass. He's running away from quite a few different defenders in the backfield. He had people all around him. He was able to throw that ball away. Bring up 4th down. Man, he got them happy feet. Penix. Hell, I always just called you BB. I didn't know that it was Bentley. What's going on, little two dice? Good morning. All right, well, Atlanta kicks it off to the Colts, and they get a pretty good run back on that punt. Downs does. They're actually on the 47-yard line of Atlanta. It is Atlanta 17, the Colts 13. 14:28 left to go in the fourth. Well, yeah, going to the club gets a fella a little tired there, little two dice. Going to the club. little little two Trump. Going to the club. Yeah, they're showing all the restaurants that Gordon Ramsay has. I actually went there. I went to Gordon Ramsay Steakhouse in the Paris in Las Vegas. Pretty good, but just expensive. And then saw Hell's Kitchen there by the Bellagio. I'll tell you what, I had a good time in Vegas, but I don't think I'd ever want to stay on the Strip again. If I go back, it's probably going to be when I'm going to stay downtown on that Fremont Street, or not Fremont. I forget the name of that. There's the old place downtown. That's where I'd probably go if I go. Yeah, old little yeah. No, I ain't little old Biden. Did you fall off your bike? You just call yourself little with Barack Obama? Fair enough. That's where you're at. That's cool. That's cuckoo. All right, you got Daniel Jones in the shotgun. Jonathan Taylor beside him. Hands it off to Jonathan Taylor. Runs right up the middle. Gets about 4 yards on that run. It is still 17-13. Atlanta over Indianapolis. 13:47 left to go in the fourth quarter. Second and 7. 17-13 Atlanta. Good morning, Keith. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for stopping by. Hand it off to Jonathan Taylor. Oh, he bounces it outside. He gets about call it 18 yards on that run, all the way down to about the 24-yard line of Atlanta. Yeah, this game started at 5:30 in the morning for me, little two dice. Man, that was a long run from Jonathan Taylor. Bring up first down. I got coffee right here, yeah. It's just an empty cup. I got to go. I already drank a whole pot. I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning. They pitched it out again to Jonathan Taylor. He gets about 9 yards on that play. They're only going to give him 8 yards on that play. Second down and 2. I don't even think I have a refill over there. I think I have to make a whole new pot. I've already drank one whole pot of coffee. I gotta do it's the whole 2 new on YouTube. I They got to take the bad shifts. They leave the good shifts for the good talent there. So I had to do this game because Mr. Jimmy's doing the 9 o'clock games, the primetime games. So I get stuck. I get stuck doing the early games and the not desirable times. All right, we got Colts third down. They have not converted a third down all game until now. Did a bit of the tush push, gets it up to about the 19 yard line. You're gonna have to get out there and make you another one. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Keith. I'm yeah, exactly with you. Like I said, I gotta get up. I gotta, like you said, I know when I need to eat. It's it's that time. This little channel's gotta work when it's time. Oh, I'm gonna be up watching football anyway, little two dice. So it doesn't really even matter. I'd be up anyway. Doing the same thing I'd be doing anyway without probably with just a few less cuss words every now and again. All right, I got a handoff that loss of one by the Colts. They're up to about the 16-yard line. Atlanta. Oh, it was a delay of game. I thought they jumped off sides, but no, that was a delay of game. So the Colts are going to lose 5 yards. Yeah, my free job. No, this is my hobby, man. This is my hobby. I like talking with y'all and doing these games. So shit, this has worked, and yeah, this ain't worked. Let me just put it that way. Yeah, no, there's that's actually one of the big things. Pass to Warren. He gets about 6 yards. I was going to bring up third down. We'll call it third down and oh, I can tell third down and 10. But that's funny. I know what's coming up. It's almost like I see in the future. Um, yeah, I drink it. I like a latte every now and again. I don't drink it normally. And yeah, there's coffee shops. There's probably more coffee shops in Alaska than there is. Oh yeah, he did get sacked. Atlanta come up and sacked him on fourth down. It's gonna be fourth down and like 13. Let's see if they actually kick this field goal or go for it. Yeah, it's what they call kind of like coffee carts or drive-up espresso stands. Um, they're just little sheds that they make coffee in. All right, they kicked that field goal, 34-yard attempt, and that's up and good. So now Atlanta has a 17-16 lead. 9 minutes to go, left to go in the fourth quarter, and they're about ready to get the ball. Yeah, I appreciate that, Jimmy and Little Two Dice. Yeah, hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. We're just sitting here talking a little bit about his football game, and hell, it's been pretty entertaining. Been a pretty entertaining game. I'm just glad I didn't get up for nothing. You know what I mean? One of the last Europe games that was just a bogus game. At least this one's entertaining. That's all right, dude. Hey, little two dice. You start talking too much junk, I'll get Gabs on you. Jimmy's there too. You gotta watch your P's and Q's. I'll get my people on you. I'm kidding. You could use that. You can use that reverse psychology there and tell them not to do something, and then they say, "Well, f that. I'm not gonna listen to that guy. I'm gonna do exact opposite." So, appreciate you guys coming from both sides of there. Well, since little two dice said, I'm gonna. Yeah, I saw it, Mona. Yeah, no, I warned him. I warned him. Don't be messing around. I'll get my people on him. But since he said, I'm gonna go refill my coffee. Commercial break on that last field goal. All right. They were able to kick the ball off. I don't returned it up to at least 23. I'm talking about all this. Who Sauce Gardner's been covered, mostly London. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 23. Hands it off to Bijan. Bijan up to the right side. Gets about 6 or 7 yards on that run. Pretty good run on 1st down. What the hell is that noise? I don't know what that is. Another run to Bijan. Gets a 1st down on that. That's nice of you, though, Bentley. You gotta be a good host. I don't know. I don't know if it's something outside. I don't know if it's my heater. Crazy what it is. Whatever it is. Yeah, I don't know. No, it ain't quite that bad for sure. All right, 2nd and 7. Penix back to pass, incomplete to Mooney. It'll be 3rd and 7. 7 minutes left to go in the 4th. Atlanta 17, Indianapolis 16. They are on their own 41-yard line. Jonathan Taylor has more rushes, 25 to Bijan's 15, and more yards as well, 127 to 85. Penix in the shotgun, back to pass, long throw down, and it hits the tight end right in the hands, and he drops it. It's been a pretty normal theme this game. Penix is getting the ball to the wide receivers, but I guess he was a little off on that throw. It didn't quite hit his hands. Well, that one was on Penix. All right, we got a punt coming up. Pretty good punt. Back to the 10. Fair catch for like on the 9-yard line. Yeah, man, I ain't ready for no damn Christmas. I need to gotta get Thanksgiving as a fat man. That's my favorite holiday. I start cooking, make more sides, turkey and rolls and pies and shoot. Yeah, you gotta get some sweet potatoes, some stuffing. I got a little pass to Warren. He pulls the tackler along for about another 6 yards on that reception. Yeah. Turkey. Oh, I hear Mona yelling. I hear Mona yelling. That's something happened. Touchdown Colts. 2nd and 2. Daniel Jones under center. Hands it off to Jonathan Taylor. He breaks through the wall, through the 30, to the 40, to the 50. Got some blockers in front of him. All the way down to a touchdown. Touchdown Colts. Oh, you heard her yelling. She's pissed because she's playing Jonathan Taylor. He just got him a minute. Well, was it a damn near a 85-yard run for a touchdown? Yeah, they were on like the 17-yard line. Runs it all the way down the field for a score. You had 3 Atlanta players tackling themselves in the pile. Now it's 22 to 17. The Colts are going for a 2-point conversion. Jones back to pass, tries to put a screen down, but falls incomplete, batted down at the line. So 22-17 is the score. I guess it really doesn't matter. Being up 5 or being up 6 really doesn't matter. Because if they didn't get the 2, if they would have got the 2-point conversion, they would have been up 7. But at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter being up 5, being up 6. You still lose with a touchdown. Man, that was a hell of a stiff arm that Jonathan Taylor laid on that guy. There was a cornerback coming after him, dove at his legs, and he's like, nah. Get off me. Get off me, son. Well, 6 minutes left. Atlanta hasn't done anything since their field goal. Let's see if Bijan can do the same thing. Colts lining up to kick it off. It's caught at the 1 yard line. Runs it up to the 20, 25. Gets it to right around the 30-yard line. Maybe the 30 or the 28, 29-yard line. Man, that was just, I'm sure that hurt her feelings. I know that she's playing Jonathan Taylor. 83-yard touchdown run. And that's his second touchdown for the day. That 83 yards gives his total up to 210 rushing yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, 3 catches for 42 yards. He has had one hell of a day. It is 22-17 Indianapolis. The Colts just scored that long-ass touchdown. All right, Penix and shotgun. Play action pass to Bijan. Throws it to London. London gets about 15 yards on that play for Atlanta. First down. They had to move London so they could get Sauce Gardner off of him. All right, we got a 1st and 10 up to Atlanta's 44-yard line. Play action pass to Bijan. Oh, there you go. Bijan just got him a catch, about 8-yard line. Play action pass, and he was able to roll out and dump it off to Bijan because he couldn't find anybody open. It'll be 2nd down and 2. Oh, I thought you were playing against Jonathan Taylor. All right, 2nd down and 2 on the Colts 48-yard line. Hands it off to Bijan. Bijan gets about 2 yards on that play. Oh, they're trying to say he fumbled it, but he was down. Clock's still running. 4:11, 4:10, 4:09. It is a 1st down up to about the 40, what was it? So it would have been about the 44-yard line, 45-yard line of the Colts. But that clock's running. Yeah, 46 yard of the Colts, 3:46. Hands it off to Algier. Algier gets about 7 yards on that play down to the 39-yard line of the Colts. They got since the Falcons say rise up, they got the German version of rise up on their sign. Oh yeah, no, he's already scored like 40 points in fantasy, Mona. It's crazy. 2nd and 3. Another handoff to Algier. He breaks a couple of tackles, gets a 1st down, gets out of bounds with 3:03 left to go in the 4th. Yeah, Algier's like, nah, get off of me. Took Rhodes Sauce Gardner all the way out of the end zone, or out of bounds. Sauce tried to keep him in so the clock wouldn't stop. He's like, nah, it didn't stop. What the hell? It should have been out of bounds, but 2 minutes left, 2:30, 1:30. Bijan or Penix back to pass up to Pitts. Gets it to about the 19-yard line. 2:20, 2:19, 18. They better hurry up. They want to try to get this off before the 2-minute warning. Well, maybe they don't want to get it off before the 2-minute warning. Maybe they don't want to have a 2:04, 2:03, 2-minute warning. They did not get it off. So maybe they want to just have it all come down to the last 2 minutes. Score in the 2-minute warning and not leave any time for the Colts to get an answer. Being up by 5, touchdown and make them up by 2. Well, unless they go for 2. Yeah, unless they go for the 2. That's crazy. Who's not scared of nothing? Jonathan Taylor? Frank's Red Hot. I put that on everything. I use it for my wings, that's for dang sure. What the heck was that about? Oh. 2-minute warning. Oh, yeah. Algier, he definitely is a beast. I wish there'd be more of a load share between Bijan and Algier. I think they'd be a pretty good two-headed combo there. Instead of just putting it all on Algier and getting it all to Bijan and not letting Algier have 5-6 carries a game. Only reason why Algier's worth anything picking up in fantasy is because he gets them touchdowns. He gets all of Bijan's touchdowns. Man, the NFL app is quite a bit behind on my screen. I bet you Mona's probably watching it on YouTube because I heard her clapping. What's going on, Mr. Don? What's going on, Mr. Don? Welcome back. All right, 19-yard line. Penix in shotgun. Pitts in motion. Hands it to Algier. Up the middle. Up to the... see if they mark it at the 10 or the 9 there. It was close to a first down. Yeah, it'll be close to a first down. Maybe to the 9. Oh. Right after that play, 1st and goal, Indianapolis took their first time out. So 1:54 left to go in the game. Wonder if they're going to try to do that whole let them score thing, just to try to save time on the clock. Damn, I wish I would have started Algier. All right, handed it off to Algier. Gets it down to the 1-yard line. Minute 48 left to go in the game. Indianapolis calls their second timeout. It was a lot of punts is really what happened in the fourth quarter, Mr. Don. Jonathan Taylor had him a 83-yard touchdown run that gave them the Colts the lead to a 22-17. But now Atlanta is knocking on the door here. Also, the Colts went for 2 and failed to they're only up by 5 on that touchdown. And now Atlanta's on the 1-yard line trying to score here before the end of the game. A minute 48 left to go. You got Penix in the shotgun. Algier's behind him. Hands it to Algier. Runs it in for an Atlanta touchdown. All right, Atlanta just took the lead 23-22. It looks like they're going to go for 2 to try to be up by 3 because an extra point's pointless. Being up by 2, that's pretty much pointless. So they are going to go for 2 after the Algier touchdown. Yeah, that's don't even need to look at it. He's definitely in the end zone. Damn, why did I had two touchdowns on my bench because I got Algier on my bench because I'd much rather start Swift instead of him. So them Bears got to do some stuff, Mr. Don. All right, they're lining up for 2. Penix back to pass. Wide open to London for the 2-point conversion. So now Atlanta's up 25-22. A minute 44 left to go in the game. The Colts have 1 timeout remaining, and they're down by 3. Yeah. Yep. Down by 3. They got to have a field goal to tie or a touchdown to win. $1:44 left to go in the game. Oh, no. Looks like... No, I'm after this game I'm gonna drop off. Jimmy's doing the Carolina game. Well, shoot. You want me to, Mr. Don? I will. I can. Yeah, no, I can just do a quick jump on and do the Bears game for you if you want. Oh, the Colts receive the ball and get it almost all the way up to midfield. What the heck? I heard Mona yelling. Abdullah gets it all the way up to damn near midfield. Actually past the 50, up to the 48 of Atlanta. Mr. Don asked if I was doing the Chicago Giants game. All right. Back to pass. Oh, incomplete pass. They were both fighting for that ball. The linebacker and Warren. Minute 32 left to go. are they trying to say that that was a fumble? What are they? Is that what they're looking at here? I get the clock stop with no timeouts being called. I didn't really see that he completed the catch. This could be a huge call. Well, maybe he did have like 3 or 4 steps and then dropped the ball. So he caught it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps and then drops the ball, bringing it into his body. Let's see. So 2 feet, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, five steps there, and then drops the ball, and Atlanta covers it. Clear recovery by Atlanta. This could be huge. But I don't know, Mona. That looks like he was. It looks like he was fumbling the ball. I mean, bobbling it as he was trying to pull it into his body. Oh, so yeah, they called it a no catch, incomplete pass. 1:32 left to go. Second and 10. Back to pass. Sacked him. All the way back to the 38-yard line of the Colts. It'll be 3rd and 21. All right, we got 3rd and 21. Daniel Jones back to pass, stands in the pocket, steps up in the pocket, takes off running, gets almost to the first down, so it'll be like 4th and 3. 1:17 left to go in the game. He was able to get out of bounds before to stop the clock. Man, they had some pretty good coverage on all their wide receivers. All right, we got 4th and 2. Abdullah goes out and stands in the top of the. Oh, Warren. So the running back moved in motion. They passed it over to Warren. He breaks a tackle and then gets out of bounds. 1:11 left to go. Yeah, he wasn't going to drop that ball. Shook the cornerback that was on him. The ball's down to the 30-yard line. 1:11 left to go. Daniel Jones in the shotgun. Man, Daniel Jones got a busted up lip. His mouth is bleeding. That ball went out of bounds. It must have been in that last sack, but yeah, no, he looked like he got lipstick on. His whole mouth's all bloody.
Who?
Jones, he got hit in the face. All right, well, we got minute 7. I can tell you we got a busted up lip or if he's bit his tongue or what the heck happened. Minute 7 left. Oh, another sack. He goes down like a pile of, I was gonna curse, but he went down like a sack of potatoes. And that clock's still running. 57. They can't. 3rd and 16. They can't necessarily spike it. 40-yard line, 40, 39, 38, 37. Back to the 36-yard line of the Colts. Back to pass. Drops it off to Pittman Jr. This is going to be 4th down. You got 30 seconds, 28, 27. 4th down. Looks like, how did they get a timeout? How did they get a timeout? Oh, the Falcons called a timeout. Why does the Falcons call a timeout for? That doesn't make any sense. Why the hell would the Falcons call a timeout? I guess maybe that's 29 seconds. Even if so, if he kicks a field goal, this game could go to overtime. But they have 29 seconds left to respond. Badgley's 1 for 2 tonight. He's made a 34-yarder and missed an extra point. 44-yard attempt. Snap is down. Kick is up. Kick is good. It is now 25-25 with 25 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter. That's actually kind of funny. 25-25 with 25 seconds left to go in the 4th. There's still plenty of time. There's still plenty of time for Atlanta to get the ball down the field, get in the field goal range. To avoid this overtime. 3 lovely people in here. Thank you guys for stopping by and listening to me talk about football and coffee. A little bit of fantasy. I appreciate you guys stopping by and check this channel out. Like and subscribe. We're going to have, we might get some extra football here on this game. Unless Atlanta can do something with it here at 25 seconds left. Colts are lining up to kick it off here. They kick it not very deep. Gets it to the 10, to the 20, 25. Oh, I hear my wife out there yelling. Something might have happened. All right, 21 seconds left. They got to get about, they got it to the 26-yard line. Really, they had to probably get 26, another 40 yards or more. Penix in the shotgun, back to pass. Throws it deep. Oh, my gosh. Mooney had it hit him right in the hands. And he started running before he caught the ball. He was wide open. Hit him right in the hands, and he couldn't hang on to it. Now let's see 3 or 4 replays of that drop ball. So now 2nd, 10, 15 seconds to go. Penix back to pass. I don't know what he did with that. That may be intentional grounding. He tried to avoid the sack. If it is intentional grounding, that'll be a 10-second runoff, and that'll end this game, and we'll be heading to overtime. We'll see that. Yeah, they called it intentional grounding. Intentional grounding. So Here we go with a little bit of overtime here in this fine Sunday morning game. We still got about 30 minutes till the kickoff of the 9 o'clock game, so might as well fill that time with some extra football. So they are getting ready to do get set up with the coin flip after extra going to OT. For those that don't remember, they definitely have changed the OT rules coming up. Both teams will get the ball. So touchdown doesn't end it anymore. Even if a team takes it down and scores a touchdown on the first drive, the other team will get a chance to get the ball. That was one of those rules they made after the Chiefs beat the Bills. They changed the overtime rules on that. Yeah, I ain't mad about it, Mona. Mooney, I'm playing against Mooney. If you got Mooney, I'd probably allow it to have a little bit of you to have that 15-yard catch, because he only has 1 yard for 17 yards. So, well, hey, while they're getting ready for this coin flip here, what the hell? They already got the offense and defense out there. They didn't even do the coin flip. What are they doing? Oh, yeah, they're sending them back. They're like, what the heck? All right, well, I expected to be having this game over with, so I'm a little, I got to go get ready for overtime my own self. I got to go get rid of a cup of coffee. I'll be right back, guys. Talk amongst yourselves. right, here we go. Still on commercial. Looks like Atlanta's getting the ball. They kick it back to the 1 yard line, up to the 20, 25, 30. That's where they're going to start the drive, is at the 30. Will this end up in a tie? Yeah, this with the new rules now, when you win the toss, it is better to kick it away. I know in the previous years it was better to take the ball, but now that since you both get a possession, it's much easier to understand what you have to do. They pick the worst time to look at quarterbacks on the sideline. They just showed Daniel Jones picking his teeth. Who was that a couple weeks back when they were showing that one quarterback picking his nose? Oh, that was old Sunshine, Jacksonville. All right, hand off to Bijan. He gets a yard on that run. 2nd and 9. All right, 2nd down and 9. You got Mooney going in motion. Bijan back to not Bijan. Penix back to pass, and that was to Mooney, but it falls incomplete, just short. 3rd down conversion today. Actually, it's for both teams. There's only been one 3rd down conversion in this whole game. Atlanta's 0 for 17 or 0 for 7, and the Colts are 1 for 11. It's the first time ever in a game where there's only been one 3rd down conversion. 3rd down and 9. Penix back to pass. Deep ball. Flag all over the place. Looked like there probably been some either defensive holding or pass interference. They called it pass interference. So that'll be their 1st down. Blackman's. Oh, sorry, it was illegal contact. They didn't actually show the sign. Oh, that was that was for sure. The guy, Blackman, damn near tackled him before the ball got there. He's saying, "Oh, offensive pass interference." No. So that's the 1st down. Penix Jr. back getting the shotgun, hands it off to Tyler Algier. Algier loses 2 yards on that. It'll bring up second down and 12. 2nd down and 12. Hey, we got 4 people in here, man. I appreciate you guys stopping by to listen to me talk about this football. If you, well, now 5 people. Appreciate you guys stopping by. If you like and subscribe. If you're new, appreciate you guys stopping by. We got some overtime football here going on. Penix in the shotgun. Back to pass it deep. Mooney. But I think he might have been out of bounds, waiting for the call from the refs. They've kind of been kind of crappy about showing all of it. Yeah, but he was definitely out of bounds. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 12. All right, Penix back to pass again, and he is sacked all the way back to the 20-yard line. So that'll be like 4th down and 25. They're going to have to punt this away. So now that Atlanta's had a possession, any score by the Colts will could end this game. Hey, what's going on, Chief? Yeah, bye week's going good, really. Bye week's going good. Yeah, started this Sunday morning off with a pretty damn good football game. We're sitting here in overtime. Atlanta and Colts are tied 25-25. All right, that punt gets away, kicks it all the way to about to the 40-yard line. So returned it for a couple of yards, pretty much tackled on the as soon as he caught it. Almost a fumble. He bobbled it. He was lucky to get control of that ball again. But they got it up to Indianapolis's 43-yard line. That's where the Colts will take over. Again, all they really got to get is a field goal. Take this win in. So we got pitch to Jonathan Taylor. They ride him all the way out of bounds. Maybe a gain of 1. So it'll be 2nd down and 9. Still 7 minutes left to go in this overtime. They're of course they got to show the kicker warming up on the sideline there. He's already missed a couple today, so 2nd down and 9. Back to pass. Long pass to Warren. Warren got him probably a 20-yard catch there. Brings it all the way down to Atlanta's like 33-yard line. Warren made that catch a lot harder than it needed to be. Jumping, turning, twisting. If he just put his hands up, he would have caught that thing just perfectly. But I guess that's from what I see. All right, 1st and 10 on the 33. Jonathan Taylor shakes one tackle, 2 tackles, 3 tackles. He broke 3 tackles on that play for a gain of 7. He was contacted pretty much as soon as he got the ball. Turned a loss of 4 into a gain of 7 just by breaking 3 tackles. So now 2nd and 3 on the 23-yard line of the Colts. The Falcons. Hands it to Jonathan Taylor, trying to wait for the hole, and he gains about 1 yard. The Chiefs play the Broncos next week, Mr. Don. 3rd and 2. Uh, 218 yards today for Jonathan Taylor. Most by any running back so far this year. Jonathan Taylor runs it again. Oh, he finds a hole. Gets it all the way up to about the 13-yard line of Atlanta. 4 minutes left to go in overtime. It'll be 1st down. They might as well just kind of center where they want to center the ball for their kicker and just kick it. Why take the chance of bad snap, a fumble? Just a complete something messes up here. They're in an I formation here. Hands it off to Taylor again. He's finding his way up the middle. Gets about 6 yards on first down. It'll be 2nd down and 4. 4 minutes left to go in the overtime. Still tied 25-25. 2nd down and 4 on let's see, about the 6. Are they on the 6-yard line? Like the 7-yard line. Again in a tight formation. Hands it off to Jonathan Taylor again. He stutter steps. Touchdown. Touchdown, Jonathan Taylor. That is the ball game. The Colts end up winning 31-25, and that's the final in overtime. Man, that was Jonathan Taylor ended up scoring 47 points in fantasy. We are a quarter point PPR league. Jonathan Taylor ended the game with 244 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 receptions for 42 yards, for a total of 47.35 in fantasy. He could end up winning the week just by himself with that 47 points. Wow, that is just crazy. But there's the final, y'all. Indianapolis 31, Atlanta 25. What's going on, Stephen P? How you doing, buddy? Appreciate you stopping by here. You just missed a pretty damn good game here this morning with Colts and Atlanta. Ends up going into overtime. You actually caught me. You actually caught me taking off here. I'm about ready to close down this live. I appreciate you all stopping by here, and yeah, well, it was a good pick, Stephen P. Because yeah, they got it. It took almost all of the overtime to get that win. Yeah, I'm gonna be taking a break here on this morning live, or the morning game here. But I'll be back for the 49ers Rams game this afternoon. The late afternoon games is like you guys like to call it down there in the lower 48. It's noon game for me, but we'll be back for that 49ers game. There'll be a joint live, and yeah, hopefully you guys can make it back. I, again, appreciate you guys stopping by, and we'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye. We'll see you, Mr. Don. Yeah, appreciate it, Steven. Yeah, stop back by. We'll chop it up. We're in the 49ers game. Thank you. Yeah, go. Jimmy's doing the Carolina game. If you guys want to head over there and listen to that, you find out if he gets his haircut or not. So, thanks y'all again. We'll see you over there on the other side.